Hello, CHS, and welcome back to Ink TV. Today we have a very exclusive interview with future junior president, David Villacoba. Now, David, what made you want to become president of the junior class?
Well, I had been on council the previous year. I served as president as well. It was a decision that actually took a bit of thought. I think my sophomore year was kind of a time of learning for me about council and about the processes that go on there. And then the decision for me to run again, like I said, it didn't come immediately, but I think I just saw the work that needed to be done this year and the stuff that I want to accomplish to, help our class through probably the two most important years of high school. And I thought, I want to be here. I want to keep helping. I think my presence here could give at least a bit of help to our class and my peers.
Now, David, why do you think your peers and your classmates chose you to be president?
See, that's a tough question, and honestly, I don't think I have one singular answer. But I think, and I can't speak for my peers, but I do think um, I try to kind of like make sure that really it's supposed to be a team effort, and I think kind of showing that through kind of really builds a community around our grade, and I think that was an interesting factor in my second campaign for class council. But yeah, I don't think I have a single answer to that, but I think each person has their own reasons, and I just hope that I can do my best to kind of make sure everyone feels at home here in the class of 2028.
Now, David, do you have any qualities or experience that you think makes you the best suited candidate for president of the junior class?
Well, junior class is all about experience. You need experience because you're going into these next few years with so many important things. Planning for prom, the coffee house is coming up, senior trips. You need a lot of fundraising and you need to have a lot of experience. So I think being on council last year and serving as president of the sophomore class kind of gave me that experience that I can now transmit to my second 2 years. But I've also done other activities kind of adjacent to this. I've served on other councils like Inkbot and stuff like that, and I've done stuff outside of school with leadership. So I think I have a bit of a base in that area, but I think just for the most part, experience is really key for going forward.
Yeah. So, as president, what are you most hoping to change or improve?
Um, I think there's a couple things. One thing, I mean, most importantly, I think we really just gotta lock it down with fundraising, since, like I said, it's so important in junior year. But then some other stuff I want to do. I think, overarching goal. I think for these last few years, I think just making sure everyone feels as comfortable as possible in our class. People, I just don't think it's good that's some people stress out about stuff like Spirit Week and stuff, and I get it. I like the competition too, and it's CHS students are competitive by nature, but I think maybe some of these last couple events kind of heighten the tensions a bit too much for my liking, and I'm sure many others share this view. And I think just kind of cooling down the temperature and make sure we really focus on what council should be about, and that's providing kind of the best experience for our peers and make sure it feels as comfortable and as welcome and have as much fun as possible, since that's what it's really all about.
Now, David, what would you say is your favorite part about CHS, a favorite club, or maybe a favorite event?
I mean, favorite thing about CHS. I mean, I love it all. I mean, there's a lot of great stuff here. Especially, I'm a big fan of. We got a great community here. I mean, I think especially in the sophomore class, now going into junior class, I think we've really kind of come together through. I don't want to say shared trauma, but a lot of events through this year, and I think that's really beautiful when you get that such a close knit, tight group of kids, and I think that's really a good way to kind of make high school as memorable as possible. And on class council, I think that's really what we need to strive to achieve.
All right, David, we've got just one more question for you. In your recent campaign, many people have been asking, why have you been rebranding to Dave?
Oof. See, this is a tough one. Now, I've had this Dave idea in my mind for about a year now. Not many people call me Dave, but I do think it's a cooler name, and it's got a bit of ring to it. It's one syllable. It's much easier to input into conversation. David, Dave. It's like it's a statement.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, that just about wraps up our interview. Thank you for coming on to TV.
Anytime.
Any last message you'd like to share with the junior class?
Follow your dreams. As a very famous president once said, the only thing we have to fear is fear itself. So, going out there, let's do this thing.
Thank you for tuning in to 6 Minutes Meet the Presidents on TV. I'm Leo Kraus, signing off.